Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Ain, and welcome to 10 tips for new Vermintide 2 players. Let's get started with number 1. You can press the I, H, or M key, and they all do different things. I opens up your inventory, your talents, your crafting, and you can also open chests from here. H is to choose your hero, and M is to make a game. Number 2, you should be pinging constantly. You can change your tag or ping button under the Options Keybindings and then Tag. My personal choice is the middle mouse button. When there is a big horde, you should constantly be pinging as you're attacking to see if there's specials that are coming, like a hook rat or a assassin or anything else like that. It can really help those people that are behind you that are looking for these specials. Number 3, stick together. It might sound simple, but it's very important for Vermintide 2. Lots of new players like to go up way ahead or like to stay back and check out things without actually telling your team. Specials like assassins or hook rats can ruin you if you're alone, so if you do split up, be in groups of 2 so that other person can help you with that assassin or that hook rat. Even if you're in recruit, still stick together, because if you're just running around, you can still die to these specials, and it's just a bad habit. Number 4 is use voice chat. Pinging is really helpful, but voice chat is way more helpful because communication is key. In a horde situation where your teammates are all focusing on separate things, being able to say, hey, we got an assassin, hey, we have a hook rat, there's a chaos warrior coming our way, it's going to be much more helpful because people don't always notice it when you ping. Number 5, talk about your situational strengths with your team. When you get deeper into the game, you're going to find items that give you special abilities. For instance, some items can have the natural bond perk, which means that you can't heal yourself, but you do regen health. However, you can be healed by medkits. So telling your team this is very useful because they won't be worried about, giving the potions to you. Instead, they'll drink the potions and then they'll keep the medkits. That's also a mini tip. Always drink potions first before you use medkits. Number 6, blocking resets your combo. Now, if you don't know this, every weapon in this game has its own combo. For instance, it might be //stab, which means the 2 slashes are AoEs. They're going to hit more than just what's directly in front of you, and then the stab generally is only going to damage what's in front of you. So what you should do is //block //. And what this is going to do is it's going to give you more AoE damage. It's also just good practice to block, because when it's a horde situation, you don't want to be just spamming left click, or you will get hit by those little mobs, and those damages do add up pretty quick, especially in champion and legend difficulty, where one hit from those and your health is chunked, even if it's a little skaven. Number 7, you can block while reviving. Not only can you block while you revive, but you can block during many actions. So whenever you're doing some sort of action, try to block, because generally if someone hits you while you're doing an action, it's going to stop you from doing said action. So if you block, you're going to have a longer period of time to finish that action. Quick note though, you generally can't block boss attacks as they're going to use up all your shields and you're going to probably go flying. And if you're fighting something like a Chaos Warrior or something a little beefier than just your regular Skaven, then it's going to chunk your shields a lot quicker. Number 8, Incendiary and regular bomb use. You should be using incendiary bombs for large hordes, obviously because it's fire. A lot of the hordes are going to start burning. It's going to be easy to finish them up. And then regular bombs are good for armored opponents, because if you throw a regular bomb at something like a Chaos Warrior, they're going to go down very quickly. Number 9, Gurse Resistance. This is something that I see a lot of new players not trying to get or trying to focus on. I believe that Gurse Resistance is really important. How many times have you played a game and somebody gets both grimoires and then you lose because of it? Probably a couple times because you're a new player. Now, if you had Gurse Resistance, what that does is it helps you mitigate the health loss from the grimoire. This is obviously incredibly helpful because it gives you more health. Now, as a new player, if you find a piece of gear that has around 20% Gurse resistant, or really anything that has Gurse resistance and it's better than what you're currently using, pop that bad boy on because it's really going to help you out. For my last tip, I'm going to be giving you guys a couple mini tips for the separate bosses in this game. Starting off with Spine Mangler, when he has his dual swords out, he can parry anything to the front of him, so have one person preoccupy him while the others flank him. For Ribspreader, you can dodge all of his attacks, his wind-up abilities, his axe throw, and where he slams down the ground are all very, very slow, so it should be easy to dodge these, and then he becomes a piece of cake. Especially if you have a bomb or a Kruber to stun lock him, he's dead in seconds. Next would be Skittergate, otherwise known as Rasknitt. You can use the Conduits in the arena to your advantage, especially when he's on the Fiend. He'll basically just follow you around and then your teammates can just attack him. You want to save your ammo for when Rasknitt's actually off the Fiend because he teleports around, so melee characters will have trouble following him. And finally, for Burble Spew, if you're a melee character, don't face tank him. You want to get behind him because if you're not behind him, then he will spew the goo at you and you're going to go down really, really quick. If you're a range character, look out for those black clouds because if they get on you or one of your teammates, they're basically out for the count. But those are my 10 tips for new players of Vermintide 2. If you have any questions, you can comment down below. If you have any videos you'd like to see, comment down below as well. I'm going to be working on a couple class guides, probably a couple more tips as well. There's about like 20 more tips that I didn't even put in this video, but that would have been way too long. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you can subscribe, I guess. I'll probably be doing more Warhammer Vermintide 2 videos in the near future. Peace.